Today I'm taking you along for a full day in my life in San Diego, showing you the best spots and a glimpse into what makes the city so special. Whether you're planning a move, curious about the lifestyle, or just love this city as much as I do, I'm sharing my day and giving you a local's take on what it's like living in America's finest city. Hi, I'm Jamie Lennon. I'm a proud San Diego native, and I'm also a realtor who's helped countless families relocate and settle into their dream home here in San Diego. If you're ready to see what life is like living in America's finest city, stay tuned. Early bird gets the worm, first in line gets the crown. However you want to say it, I woke up early and I'm starting my day with a yoga class. Namaste. Another yoga class in the books. This is a 6 a.m. hot yoga class, and it was so good and it was so tough. I went to a new instructor. The good thing with Core Power is they're all over the place. So sometimes me, because I work all over the county, whether I'm in North County or if I'm maybe inland in Poway, I can hop over to any Core Power yoga and get my workout in. It's honestly the best hour of my day, but we did it in the locker rooms. Nobody's in here right now though, so we're good. All right, let's get started. We got a long day ahead, but I'm really excited. First up, I gotta wash all this off. Now I'm all showered and ready for the day. One great thing about my yoga studio is they do have showers, so it makes it very convenient, especially for someone like me who's always running around the county. But there's so many fitness studios in San Diego County, whether it's yoga, Pilates, HIIT classes. This area really prioritizes health and fitness. You see people working outside all year round, and that's kind of a big perk of living here is because you get to enjoy being outside in the middle of winter. So you can go do your morning jog, you can go do yoga at the park or at the beach, but you find that a lot of people here, again, they prioritize their health, they prioritize fitness. It's a big part of their daily lives, and it's a big part of my life. So I'm glad that I was able to get that out this morning. Again, it's like my favorite hour of the day. I absolutely love yoga. Once I discovered it, I don't do anything else. I used to do HIIT, I used to do Pilates, but yoga for me for the last now 6 years has just been such a priority for my life. I have found that it has helped me balance myself, and I don't even look at it as a workout. I look at it as something that I have to do for my body because it feels so good. But now that we have got that out of the way, I'm gonna go head to one of my favorite coffee shops here in PB. It's a French bakery. They have really good food, good drinks. So I'm gonna grab a coffee, grab some food, and I'm gonna do some light computer work while I'm there as well. So I have a really busy day ahead of me, so I'm gonna have to knock out some emails and some really important things before heading over to check out some properties today. But let's go check out this French bakery. It's called La Cachette. Well, somebody might be getting in trouble because they are not open and it's 8 a.m. and they're supposed to open by 7. But that's okay. We're gonna head to Palmy's, which is just right down the road. You can stop in the Mexican mocha. What comes in that?
It could be a piece of
God, that's so good. That hits the spot. The coffee culture in San Diego is unmatched. You're gonna find coffee shops pretty much on every corner. So where I'm at is Palmy's. I'm in PB right now. This is a house. They have outdoor seating, indoor seating. It's decorated in this cool beach theme. They have photos of PB all over the place, and their food, their menu is spectacular. So one great thing about coffee shops and why I believe they become so popular in the last 5 to 10 years is because it gives people an opportunity to get out of their house, especially for those that work from home, like myself. One day a week, I'm able to pop over to a local coffee shop and get to enjoy working in a different environment as opposed to just sitting in my office. And I think a lot of people do appreciate that. Plus, it gives you an opportunity to kind of socialize with your community. If you frequent a local coffee shop, you get to learn your baristas and then other people in the community. So it's just the culture around coffee shops is fantastic. And we have a lot of them here. PB is definitely a local's favorite. It's one of the best beaches that we have in San Diego. In the morning time, it's especially cool because everybody's out getting their exercise in. So you see all the joggers, those who are walking the dog, grabbing coffee with a friend. And then of course you get to have the ocean right here. Right now there's a ton of surfers in the water. I think surfers are honestly one of the most dedicated people on planet Earth. I really do admire them because they will go out and catch waves no matter what temperature it is outside, whatever the weather's like. If there's a high swell, they're in that water. So I always love to watch the surfers and really do admire them. But PB is definitely a high touristy area. It attracts people from all over. It attracts those that want to live near the coast. It's a very walkable area. It attracts a lot of students because we have SDSU and UCSD nearby. So a ton of students will live here. They'll, get shared housing together. So you do find a little bit of a younger crowd here as well, but there is a mix. You have the southern part of PB, which is going to be a little bit younger. And then you have the northern part of PB, which is heading up towards La Jolla, where price points start increasing and it tends to be a little bit older too. So a lot of people classify this as a college town. Not so much anymore because it's gotten so expensive. So there's definitely a healthy mix of people that live here. So summer times in PB obviously get extremely busy. So my recommendation, if you're trying to get a beach day, start early, 9 a.m. I'm telling you, it gets so packed. That's one downside about living here is that you're having to deal with all of the seasonal traffic. You have tons of cars, but you also have tons of people. So all your local spots that you might frequent, your restaurant, your coffee shops, are all gonna get much busier in the summertime. So just south of PB, you have Mission Beach, which is a very popular spot for short-term rentals. We have more short-term rentals here than we do anywhere else in San Diego. You have your oceanfront properties. You also have your multifamily units, more condo-style living, but really cool area. It's very walkable. It's more walkable in Mission Beach than I would say in PB, even though PB is walkable. But Mission Beach is a small little area where you have the beach on one side, and then you have the bay on the other. So no matter what direction you go to, you can be at the water. A really popular surf spot is in Mission Beach as well. In terms of housing, the housing in Pacific Beach is mixed. You do find a ton of multifamily buildings here, and then you also have your single family homes. The best time of year to come to Pacific Beach is pretty much now, in the wintertime. You're gonna avoid all the massive crowds that we have in the summer, and it's honestly still warm. I wore this sweater today, and I should have known better because it's probably 65 degrees. It's 9:30 in the morning. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. So yes, we have great weather. Is it perfect? No, it still does get cold, but the great thing about our weather is it never gets cold enough where you feel like you can't be outside in the middle of winter. And if you do catch yourself in San Diego during the winter time, head to the beach. You can have one of the best beach days in the middle of January. Yeah, this berm that's right here, that's never been here before. So I'm wondering if it was due to king tide somehow, because we did just have king tides in San Diego, but usually that area is flat. So it's interesting to see why it's here. Well, there's nothing like showing up at the beach in the middle of January. Now, I'm not getting in the water, but I can admire it from afar. Shore Club is one of my favorite spots, especially for lunchtime in July where the sun is just sunning. It has a view of the ocean, so it's facing west. They have giant screen TVs, so if you're looking to watch a football game or really any type of game, this is definitely a cool spot to hang out. But it gets rowdy. Sometimes they even have a cover charge, so it's like that. But it is a staple. It's very popular. If you're looking for a day drinking spot, this is it. So right now we're heading over to my home inspection out in Forest Ranch. My clients just bought their new San Diego home. They're relocating from the Bay Area, which is up in Northern California. So the husband works at Apple, and Apple's headquarters is up in the Bay Area, but Apple is also in San Diego on Rancho Bernardo. So their family, they basically outweighed the pros and cons to decide whether or not they wanted to stay in the Bay Area or move to San Diego. And when they were looking at their options, they considered cost for housing, they considered schools, and basically the overall lifestyle. And they decided they're heading to San Diego. So we just got them in contract. I'm super excited. They'll be closing in about a little under 3 weeks. But step number one, we have to get the home inspected because we have to see the condition of the property to know what they're getting themselves into and know whether or not we need to ask for some repairs or from credits from the seller to help with any repairs for the home. The good thing is that 4S is fairly new. So this is a master plan community that was built up in the early 2000s. So you get newer homes here. So homes typically are not going to need a new roof, maybe minor repairs, but they're not going to need a whole new roof like you would get with homes built in the 70s and 80s. The electrical is going to be newer, the plumbing is going to be newer, the furnace, the AC unit, all of those things, those are the big ticket items. Typically in a home that's 20 years old, they should be in relatively good condition, so that is a big plus. This also is a master plan community, so there's a lot of HOAs. So this home is within an HOA. Some people like that, some people don't like that. But basically, if your home is in an HOA, it's going to guarantee that the neighborhood's gonna stay clean, it's gonna stay nice. Nobody's gonna paint their home canary yellow. It's all gonna look rather uniform. But 4S is a wonderful community. It's in the Poway School District, which is it's like the second top school district in San Diego County. San Diego Unified is considered number one, but Poway has really good schools. So you have Poway schools in 4S, draws in a lot of families. So it's a big family oriented community. And if you want more information on 4S, I did do a complete neighborhood tour of this area, so make sure you check that out. So this community is actually under condominium ownership, but they are a detached home, and they have the garage in the back of the unit. So this home was built in 2004. It does have an HOA. The HOA is about $250 a month. One thing you have to consider when looking in communities such as Forest Ranch is there is an additional Mello-Roos tax because all this infrastructure was built brand new back in 2005. So it's about 1% additional tax that you're gonna have to pay on top of your property taxes. But there is good news. It drops off typically around 20 to 25 years. So it's not for lifetime. Hey, Lorenzo. Hello. Okay, so I'm yeah. Okay, this is my home inspector, Lorenzo.
Hey.
He's the absolute best in San Diego, and when you buy a home from me, he's gonna be inspecting the home. Yeah. How's it going so far?
With everybody. So far, so good. This is a really nice house. I mean, very nice area. It's very well kept up with. There's very minor things. I mean,
Yeah.
That's just
Expected.
yeah, it's expected around this area.
Cool. Awesome. What time are we thinking about wrapping up?
I just have the attic left and then the garage, and then we're all done.
So what time do you want the client to be here? 11:30?
Then about 11:30.
11:30? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let him know to be here at 11:30. Cool. So, all right. Well, we'll be back too. We're going to head out and then we'll be back at 11:30. Okay? All right. Awesome. All right. So home inspection is one of the most important things that you have to get done after you get in contract. Even if the seller asks for an as-is sale, which we do see, especially when they get multiple offers, that means that they don't want to do any repairs on the home. They can ask it, doesn't mean that we have to offer it. But regardless, we always have to get the home inspected because we need to see what the condition of the home is. That's one of the most important things. Last thing that you want to happen is you move into a brand new house and you realize the foundation is faulty, it needs a new roof, which is going to be an additional $15,000 to $20,000. Whatever it may be, you want to know the full condition of the home before moving forward on the purchase. All right, now we're heading over to a home that we're gonna tour for my clients that are relocating from Henderson, Nevada out to San Diego. They're looking in 55 plus communities, so we're gonna go tour one for them. All right, so now we're heading to a new community. So we're gonna go tour a property for my clients who are relocating from Henderson, Nevada. Hello, Chris and Deborah, if you're watching this. They're looking specifically in 55 and over communities, and there is a brand new community being built right now by Lennar Homes. They do have some on pre-sale, there's some move-in, and then there's also going to be later phases, so they're still building as well. So we're gonna go take a tour for them because they are not physically here to see it. That is a service that I provide. I help so many people relocate to San Diego, and well, they're not here. So they need somebody, boots on the ground, that can go look at some properties for them while they're not here. It really helps people out. So that is a service that I provide. So today we're gonna go take some video footage for them, shoot it over to them, see what they think. If they wanna move forward, if they have any additional questions, I can be here to help answer them. But this is the newest 55 and over community that we have in San Diego County. It's right off I-15 freeway, so really convenient access. You also are across from Carmel Mountain Ranch, which is a huge shopping center. So you have a Costco there, you have your grocery stores, everything that you need is right there. So a very convenient location as well. So pretty excited to go check it out. Come on in. So this is the model home right now. So of course it's gonna have all the updates, all the high-end finishes. Whenever you buy new construction homes, they're not going to come with high-end finishes like this. So something to keep in mind, those have to be upgraded after the fact. But this house is a 3-bedroom, single level. We love that. Has 3 bathrooms and it's 2,800 square feet. So it's rather large too. Wow. I just love model homes, but you know what? They get you. So it won't exactly look like this when you buy it, unless you pay for all the upgrades. But this is definitely a beautiful home. So this is the Juniper community built by Lennar. This is a 55 and over community, and it is for an active lifestyle. So they have a pool here, they have a clubhouse, they have a dog park, they have a pickleball courts, which is definitely a plus nowadays. And they also have a fitness center. So this unit is listed for around 1.4 million. So this is on the higher end because they range from 800,000 up to 1.4 million. And there's 12 different floor plans. So lots to choose from here. We love a built-in outdoor barbecue. Cool. Got some fresh rosemary here. These are kind of cool. I like these bins. Hi, Mark. So your sister's gonna be able to meet us at 3:30? Awesome. Well, I look forward to it. Just shoot me over a text once you get confirmation from your sister that she's able to meet us. That'd be beautiful. And then I'll confirm with my client as well. Well, that was a good call because this is an off-market condo that I found for my clients. He's relocating out of San Francisco down to Oceanside, and he wanted a specific building. That's the only building he wanted in Oceanside because every unit has a west-facing view, and so you get to catch the sunsets every single night. And I found him an off-market. This gentleman is selling his 15th floor, which is penthouse level condo, and my client's gonna go tour it on Monday. So it could be a win-win for both the owner and my client. So whenever I have a client that has a specific location, community, type of house, whatever it may be in mind, I will contact the owners directly to try to seek an off market, see if somebody's looking to sell. Because if there's nothing on the market, you gotta be creative and find other ways. So he just called me, the owner, and confirmed that we are good to go. Let's go check it out. So I'm excited to tell my client, hey, it's available. Let's go see it on Monday. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Oh. Okay, let's go check out upstairs. So typically with 55 and over communities, A lot of people don't want 2 stories. They're looking to downsize, and so they want single stories. Now, not all the model homes or not all the floor plans here have 2 stories. Only some of them do, so there will be options to get a single story home. But most of the bedrooms are on the bottom level in this unit or in this home. So you have basically this additional space up here. It's gonna have 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom, and this additional loft living space up here. So you still get your main bedrooms downstairs, so you don't really have to come up here too often if stairs are going to be an issue. I think my clients would love this view. They're telling me one thing that they want when they move to San Diego is a view. They said, we don't care what it is, we just want a view of some sort. I said, well, that is definitely doable in San Diego. There's views of oceans, there's views of hills, there's views, canyons, you name it. There's tons of views here. All right, well, that's enough work for one day. Honestly, a realtor's job never ends. We can work 24/7, but no complaints here because I absolutely love what I do. But it's Friday, and I gotta treat my awesome camera woman. So because we're in North San Diego, we're gonna head to one of my favorite breweries called Abnormal. We're gonna get a celebratory drink, kick off our Friday night. So let's go. The craft beer scene in San Diego County is extremely popular. There are actually over 150 microbreweries in San Diego County. That's pretty much more than anywhere. So I just had a really great conversation with the head chef here at Abnormal, and he informed me that this actually used to be a wine bar. So it was just this little section right here, and they would sell local wines, and they would have charcuterie boards, so your wines and cheeses. And then they bought the establishment next door, and they expanded and they made it into a restaurant. And at the same time, the craft beer scene was blowing up, and so they transitioned from selling wine to craft beers. So I thought that was pretty cool. We get to know a little bit of the history. Oh, well, would you look at that? So that's how I know when you guys reach out to me. Let's see who it is. Hello, this is Jimmy. Hi, Lisa, you said? Oh, thanks so much for the call. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, congrats to you. I think that's so exciting. In the meantime, we will start, we'll start doing as much as we can before you get out here. So I will send you a detailed email of pretty much going over the notes from our conversation, but also giving you an inside look onto various neighborhoods outside and around the Carlsbad area. So I look forward when you come out in February. I have those dates blocked off. We will make sure we take full advantage of that time together to really get you familiar with the area. So when you do go back home and before you fully move out in June, you'll have an understanding of, okay, we want Carlsbad because we want the schools. It has the vibe and the location is perfect. If you wanted to head more south into Encinitas, we're gonna tour all those areas together when you're here in February, so you have a full, well-rounded perspective. It's very funny because I'm actually recording a YouTube video right now when you called me. So if you wouldn't mind, I would probably like to put some of this conversation online, but that's completely up to you. Okay, yeah. Oh, we will then. We totally will. I'll make sure to tell them, yep, we can keep the conversation or part of the conversation in. I do appreciate that. Well, that was pretty cool. So this family reached out to me from YouTube, and they're going to be out here in February. They want to take that time to tour areas, tour properties, but their ultimate goal is to make their move by June. So I always say you want to start searching for your property about 2 months in advance. So if they're looking to settle and be moved out by June, they need to start looking by March, April at the absolute latest. So that was really cool. I'm happy to meet them. They gave me the okay to host our conversation on this video. So if you guys are watching this, hello, and I look forward to meeting you soon. That was a pretty successful way to kick off a Friday afternoon. I'm gonna go head home, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna pick up my senior citizen, and then we're gonna head to the dog beach so she can get a little playtime, and then probably end the night with catching the sunset, obviously, and then checking out one of my favorite restaurants. Willow! Senior citizen. We just made it to the dog beach. This is an ocean beach. We're gonna let her run around for a bit. Running around is kind of an interesting choice of words because all she does is put her nose to the ground and she just zigzags and sniffs in the sand. But as long as she's enjoying herself, that's all that matters. So I'm gonna give her some time and let her enjoy herself at the Ocean Beach Dog Beach. Come on, babies. So in San Diego County, there are about 3 designated dog beaches where you can take your dog off leash. So you have Ocean Beach, which is in OB. You have the Dog Beach in Coronado, and then you have the Del Mar Dog Beach. The only thing with Del Mar, though, is it's not off-leash year-round. It's only off-leash during off-season. So in the summer months, they have to be leashed. But it's still a great beach up in North County that you can take your pups to. But this is going to be the most popular one. Coronado does get packed as well because it's a really big and beautiful beach. But this one's just a little bit more central. So it attracts a lot of people up in North County, South Bay. And it's year-round off-leash. So you have the ocean right there, and then you have the bay on the other side of this jetty. That's a really calm water. So a lot of people will go play fetch with their dogs in that water because there's no swell. So that's pretty convenient as well. Not only does San Diego have great options for off-leash dog beaches, but it's also just a very dog-friendly area. Your pets are welcome pretty much anywhere you go. So if you're in front of a restaurant or a shop, you'll often find water bowls and dog treats readily available for you. And then also in terms of housing, there's a lot of opportunities to find housing that allow pets because let's face it, nowadays our pets are our children. More people have dogs now than they ever have before. And we take our pets with us everywhere. So we need to live in a city that welcomes all of our 4-legged fur babies. Looks like the sun's setting, I don't know, about 30 minutes or so. And I got the best spot to check out the sunset here in OB. So we made it to our sunset spot. But the sun's playing a little hide and seek with us right now. You can see behind me, it's very clear. But right where the sun's at, there is a very thin layer of cloud covering it. So we might not catch the actual sun go down, but don't worry. I'll insert some clips of what it actually looks like because sunsets they're iconic, and Sunset Cliffs is an iconic spot to watch the sunset. So this is located in Point Loma. We are just going to be south of the Ocean Beach Pier. So the dog beach, everything is very close to where we're at right now. But Sunset Cliffs is a cool spot. So you have this big open area right here. So oftentimes on the weekends, on a Saturday or Sunday morning, you'll catch yoga classes here. Just a lot of group gatherings will happen right here. And I've also seen one of those romantic setups. So you can hire a company and they'll do, create the ambiance and they'll have the decor ready for you. So the wine and the food and you just come and show up. So it's it's a really cool and romantic thing that you can do for your partner. And Valentine's Day is coming up. So might be something you want to think about, men. All right, we might not be so lucky catching the sunset tonight, but we are still going to go eat dinner. And we're going to go to probably one of the most popular and definitely well-known spots here in San Diego. So OB, or Ocean Beach, is going to be a staple community in San Diego. It has such a unique vibe to it. So it's going to have that free-spirited, hippie type vibe. And it is a beach community. You have a lot of surfers that come out to this spot. It's where the dog beach is, where we know. You also have the downtown area off Newport Avenue. That's where you're gonna find all the shops and restaurants. They also have a weekly farmers market there, and you can find tons of annual events there as well, including Oktoberfest, which is super fun. It's been quite a number of years since I've been, but I do remember it was a blast to go to. So this is just a very charming and unique community. And right now, we're gonna go grab some dinner at a staple restaurant here, which is OB Noodle House. Peanut butter whiskey. So OB Noodle House is the makers of Screwball whiskey. If you didn't know, now you know. So good. Okay, we're gonna do the pork and vegetables.
With the crispy noodles.
Yes. the fresh spring rolls
Love it.
and the crispy tiger train.
Hey, so good.
Awesome. Mezcal Paloma. Well, there you have it. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. You know, sometimes we can take for granted where we live, but having a day like I had today, it just makes me so appreciative that I get to call San Diego home. And if you're looking to make the move yourself, know that you can reach out to my team anytime, call, text, or email us. Because we want to help you make a smooth move out to the best of the West when the time is right. And I'm going to leave you the same way I always do, friends, and that is to stay classy. San Diego.